We looked at colour wheels last week, and we looked at the kind of standard colour wheel, and then we also looked at my colour mixing wheel that helps us looking at warm and cool colours. So if you haven't checked that one out, definitely go back and look at that if you're into mixing colours. I also showed you the YURMBY wheel that is really good for optical representation and for plotting on pigment. Take a look at the two. Can you notice anything that's different? The positions of the colours. One thing that I noticed initially, there's a lot more greens. The blue's shifted down, hasn't it, to this sort of southern position. We've got less reds, so red's a lot closer to yellow. So normally yellow, red and blue are kind of evenly spaced, but not in this case. And we've also got cyan and magenta, kind of vibrant pigments added that just kind of weren't possible with the other wheel. What about complementary colours? So last week we looked at mixing blue with orange to create grey and to desaturate that colour, reduce the chroma. If we did that with this one, we'd end up getting green, wouldn't we? I mean, opposite of blue on this wheel is yellow. And if we mix them two, we'd get green, we'd get a different colour. So what's going on there? Well, let's look at these colour models. The normal colour mixing wheel is using subtractive colour, and the YURMBY wheel is additive. Subtractive colour is kind of the mixing of pigments, the mixing of paints, and then additive colour, it's how TV screens work, it's how your computer screen works, and it's also how our eyes receive light and kind of make sense of colour. So here you can see the contrasting colours. You've got the orange contrasting with blue, and then yellow contrasting with blue on the additive colour. So you can see that is different there on them two different models. Just want to put the colour wheels next to them so you can kind of see the similarities there of the organisation of the colour. Let's give that a test right now, okay? So I'm going to get you to stare at the screen for 30 seconds. Stare at this dot, and after 20 seconds I'm going to change the screen so it's going to be white. Okay, it's not going to jump out at you, don't worry. Stare at that black dot now and just focus on that. Try not to move your eyes. And experience the way our eyes use that additive colour mixing. Okay, so 5 more seconds and I'll change the screen. There you go. So what should have happened there is you should see now a blue after image on that white area of the screen. That happens because the photochemical activity in the retina continues even when we're not experiencing a stimulus. And there's a theory of why that works, and it's called opponent process theory. It's not fully known, it's not fully worked out yet, but they feel that you fatigue your photoreceptors, okay? So if we go back to the additive colour on the right, the blue and the yellow are connected, green and magenta are connected, red and cyan are connected. And where we've looked at the yellow for so long, we've fatigued them receptors. So you're kind of magically seeing blue. So it's kind of like a little bit of proof that that's how we see colour, and it's different to how we mix colours. On the left, it's great for mixing colour and for creating a painting. And this other wheel helps us understand how the viewer will experience a painting. Whereas you might have thought that orange was opposite blue, in the optical world, yellow is, okay? And we can use that knowledge to imitate light.